welcome back to Sunny with Ashley. I'm Ashley. Hey, we're gonna do What's Your Calling reading. What's up, bruh? Alright. The Blink-182 with Matt Skiba. Alright, if you're new here, a What's Your Calling reading is for folks who are either breaking out of the matrix or forced to go get something new. This is for people who are wanting to do something a little bit more fulfilling, not only for your own life, but to help others as well, right? Stepping into your purpose. So I pulled 10 of these cards. These are life purpose cards. And then we start here, and then we go through the Righteous Rebel deck, and we get a little bit of advice about how to step out of boxes, right? Things that we can do. And then I'm going to follow it up with some energy to see if there's anything that's holding us back or things that maybe we could work on, okay? So I'm going to pull all 10 of these quick, and then I will go through them all at the same time. We have 4, so we got 6 more to come out. This is interesting. Sorry. We're halfway there, friends. That's too many. That's sloppy. This is very interesting. This is a different type of reading than usual. I feel like this is for people who are just barely starting this process. I just uploaded a collective reading, which is what prompted me to do this What's Your Calling reading, because the theme was very much about stepping into the purpose. It's titled, What Can I Do Now to Make It Happen? Okay, because we're getting a lot different themes coming out, more so than usual. Usually this deck is very much like, these are the career fields, but this is an interesting take. So 3 more, please. It's more than 3. 1, 2, 3. I guess I'll take these 2 because they came out. I can't not do that. Alright, so we got 12. Okay, so let me explain to you what I mean by this. Alright, talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. Maybe you've been laid off by this current administration and you're like, what the fuck am I going to do? Because following that is career change. You are embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. So this is, I don't think this has ever come out in these readings, but this is what the What's Your Calling reading is all about. It's about not only just doing something to pay your bills, but doing something that you actually want to do, utilizing your skills, your passions, your, the things that make you feel alive, and doing that to make money, okay? I can't pay you, but I can help you find a path for yourself. I'm not telling anyone to quit your job. I don't recommend that, but start to, like you're kneading dough, start to fold in some practices or things that can support you making these changes. Again, go check out that collective reading. I also have an entire playlist of What's Your Calling readings. There's like 25 or so that can also support you if this isn't really resonating with you. Maybe go check out one of the other ones, okay? All of my videos are organized via playlist, so you can just go to my page and then check out the playlists, and everything is alphabetical, okay? Alright, trust your feelings and your dreams to guide your career path. So maybe you're really grappling with, should I make this change? Should I make these moves, right? You are definitely being encouraged, especially if this video found you or you found this video. You are very much being encouraged to do something more fulfilling. Your life purpose fully supports you with support. Again, this is not usual. Usually we get certain themes of what to go into. I've never had this many cards that are encouraging you to take a leap of faith. Okay, again, I'm not saying take the leap of faith to quit your job without anything lined up. Don't ever do that, okay? But start to plant seeds for what it is you really want, okay? Options, consider the career possibilities that are open to you. Speaker, your life purpose involves your skills of oration. Start a YouTube channel, it's super fun. It's really hard to get the metrics to make money though, because you have to have like 3 million views and like a lot of other shit. So know that it's going to be a marathon, not a sprint. Yoga, your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. So maybe just calming down, getting back into your body, being present is a good place to start. We have spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. All right. Same. Justice. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. Maybe you're a neurodivergent person who has a strong sense of justice and your soul is just like I'm getting static from like the old TVs back in the 90s. Maybe you're just like your energy is just like frantic because you're like there's so much injustice. Where do I start, right? First and foremost, talk to whatever it is you believe, God or otherwise, whatever the word is for that, and support, find that spiritual support, right? We have family. Loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. This can also speak to chosen family if you've got no contact. Again, more than likely because of a justice situation. Same. So chosen family is very real, okay? An author. You have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. I was just talking about this in one of my readings. I was like, I need to find an app that can transcribe so I can just sit and yap and write a book that way. So maybe you're thinking about that too. Children, your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. Okay? And that includes your inner child within you, which is the person more than likely navigating this shift for you. Because when we were kids, we knew what we wanted. But then the world was like, you can't do that. You have to do something boring, right? So really get in touch with your own inner child. I have a lot of materials over here. The Chasing Nostalgia playlist can help with inner child stuff. There's a lot of readings, collective readings, that have also gone over some inner child stuff. I just posted one the other day. I don't think anyone watched it. It's called Loving Your Inner Child, so you could check that out. When did I post that? 2 days ago. Loving Your Inner Child. Okay? Alright, let's check in with the righteous rebels. Faith in the process. Again, don't move too swiftly or hastily. Does hastily mean fast or slow? Sorry, I'm a big word looker-upper. I'm not apologizing, but hasty. Done or acting with excessive speed or urgency. Hurried. So yeah, don't do that. Faith in the process with talk to your angels and trust. We're all being called, like at a collective level, like humanity-wise. We're being called to really step into our passion. Because not only the fate of the planet or humanity, but like also the fate of the planet, like everything alive or natural resources are all in jeopardy right now. Okay, we're living in this moment. So it's very important that we do step into what it is that we are feeling called to do, the things that bring us joy, the things that we can encourage others and inspire others to do as well. We need to become pillars of hope, right? We need to become solid in what we can do to be the change we need to see in the world. And we're all being called to do this. So we have Pandora's gift. I'm being called to explore Pandora's box a little bit and like the mythology around that. I will do that in one moment. Okay. Pandora's box is a saying Pandora's. It's a mythological container in Greek lore given to Pandora, the first woman, by Zeus, which released all evils and miseries into the world when she opened it out of curiosity, leaving only hope trapped inside. What did I just say? We need to become pillars of hope. Today, the term symbolizes a source of unforeseen troubles from a single action, but also represents the enduring power of hope amidst suffering, appearing in art, film, and even videos. It says even video game titles like Borderlands Collection, Pandora's Box. The origin: Zeus created Pandora as a punishment for humanity after Prometheus stole fire. He gave her a beautiful jar, often depicted as a box, and warned her never to open it. The act, driven by irresistible curiosity, Pandora opened the container, unleashing suffering, disease, and sorrow upon the world. Why do they always blame shit on women? Like, why'd you create this thing that had all this suffering in the first place, Zeus, right? God, why did you create the Garden of Eden and put limitations, right? Whatever you believe, there's some sort of blame on women for everything. I disagree with that at a core level. But either way, again, don't quit your job without anything lined up. I'm not giving you that advice. Be careful not to move too quickly, okay? We can place the blame on others, okay? But don't make your moves too quick. Remember that this is a lifestyle change, a shift, not something that's going to be, easy to do, wham bam, let's go, right? No. This is an entirely different way of living, okay? More sustainable, yes, but it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of pro bono, right? You're not going to get paid for this stuff right away, especially in this economy, okay? So make sure you have things that can pay your bills lined up. The perfection of your life. Thrift shop. I got a big cock. That's funny. Alright. I think God knew not to make me with a penis. Quite frankly. Alright, here we go. Free from judgment, free to love. I think in this process, something I always caution is that when you choose to walk a different path, people are not going to want that for you. People find it ridiculous. People are jealous. There's a lot of things that irritate others when other people are doing things differently. So be mindful not to let anybody get in the way of what you truly love, right? Don't allow people's judgments and small-mindedness. I've done a lot of collective convos about this kind of stuff. People who are in limited thinking, people who are jealous, things like that. So Collective Convos is a playlist that is the tougher topics, more taboo stuff that we, open up and talk about. So it's important to recognize when other people are leading you astray out of their own ego, right? Don't fall for that, okay? Remember to stay centered in your love for what you're doing and your love for yourself and the love of the vision that you have for a better world. Yeah, releasing allegiances. So again, letting people go as they show you that they're either limiting you or they are not supporting you. When we let those folks go, we make room for the people who are aligned with us, who are on similar frequencies or on similar paths. And we call that energetic frequency to us so that we can collaborate and support each other, okay? And when the internet is a really great way to find those networks. I always say organize locally and network globally, okay? We have bring it into form. This is giving that poster, that Christian poster about Jesus walking beside you with like the, I don't know, I grew up in the 90s. It was a big poster like in every church room, where it was, I don't know, some Bibles at first, but it was like he's always walking with you. So maybe there's something there. Bring it into form. Again, go check out that collective reading, because that's kind of what that reading was about. Like, it was about very much planting the seeds needed for you to step into your purpose. So go check that out. Alright, she feels, she knows. So don't doubt your own intuition. Don't doubt the things that you know are true for you, regardless of what others say. Don't doubt it. Embrace it, okay? I need a drink. This is an interesting image because she's got a fat lip and a black eye, and there's a peacock feather. So don't be distracted by like things that are aesthetically pleasing or things that are shallow. Make sure that you, once you've reached a depth within yourself, don't allow anyone to trick you out of that. Which is interesting. I've never gotten this message for that. But it seems like with that peacock feather, like she was distracted by either aesthetics or money or, you know, and then it was a trap. Alright, so these are some energies that we may be working through or holding us back, or things that we need to step into. We'll see what comes out. Again, if this one isn't really resonating, there's a whole playlist, okay? I have like almost 4,000 videos over here of different shit. Go check it out. We have abundance. I am a limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical realm. So again, echoing this, bring it into form. So working through that lack mentality, if you are feeling a lack mentality, I think I made a couple collective combos about that too. So. Put you on the map. Oh, too early. Jesus. Surrender. I can release my need to control. Again, you are very supported by whatever it is you believe. Even if you don't believe in anything, you are supported in this because this is like a universal shift in human consciousness. This isn't just about you doing what you want to do. This is a shift in human consciousness. Like, humanity has never been here before. Not like this. Adversity. I accept the challenges. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Takes a lot of maturity to get there. So getting out of not only that lack mentality, but also victim mentality, which are often the same. Or at least they have the same like root cause of abandonment, lack, neglect, something like that. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So again, not being distracted by something because it looks a certain way. Trusting what you know to be true for you. Which is also here. Trust. So that came out in all three decks in some way or another. Oh, it also came in here too. Faith in the process. Birds could be very significant. There's a lot of feather imagery. So when you see birds, pay attention. They are messaging you. They are, at least in the very least, reminding you of this reading. But also birds signify freedom, right? They signify bird's eye view, right? Being able to see things, you know, so like when you're feeling like really, if you're feeling overwhelmed or you're feeling, you know, because that's kind of like what that reading was I posted earlier. It was like there were some aspects of feeling like bound and like not worthy or like trapped. And so think of a bird's eye view, pull your scope way back, so that you're not just like sitting in your own energy, like your own ego, but like you're pulling yourself back and being like, again, thinking about the pillars of hope. right? How am I showing up for myself, right? Like, what would a bird see if they were above you? What would they see? So pull your scope back when you start to get a little bit too into the process, or like if things are coming at you or problems are arising, pull your scope back, okay? Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Movement also came through in the collective reading. Go check it out. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. Bandai. Like Nike, right? Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. This has been big for me the past year. I'm sweating. It's very hot right now. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Again, pulling that scope back, because this isn't just a I'm choosing to do this instead. This is a completely different way of existing, because you're not just existing for your own well-being. This is a shift into a purpose that, again, is here to support human consciousness, the human collective, not only humanity, but the planet itself, right? All of us have these different skills and passions and things that we want to do and things that we're good at for a reason, to make the world a better place, to support each other. The systems that we live under right now were made by people who don't want us to do that. So when all of us choose to decide, when each of us make a decision to choose differently, to say, I'm not going to do that way because that is causing harm. I would prefer to do something that my soul knows is okay, right? Like, I'm aware of my impact on others, and I want my impact on others to be positive. How can I take the steps, use my passions, my skills, what I've got right now to make a positive impact, and also support myself and the generations and the planet that's going to come after me, right? It is a big deal. You are a big deal. Yeah, big deal. Okay. All right, let me get, I feel like we need a little bit of an uplift. That was a little heavy. But if it feels heavy, again, pull your scope back and realize you're not the only one making these choices. You're not the only one. You know, the entire planet isn't only on your shoulders. This is a shift in collective consciousness. We are all working towards, well, not all of us, but, you know, as we choose these things for ourselves, as we choose to walk different paths, we are choosing to support the collective consciousness of humanity. Singing in the rain and celebrate. So maybe taking a moment to really just be present. I'm getting that Bob Marley quote. Not everybody, I have it written on this box right here because it's my favorite quote. Some people feel the rain, others just get wet, okay? That mentality, right? So when shit gets bad, when shit feels overwhelming, take a moment, okay? This was a little one. I usually only use the big ones, but it was stuck in here, so that's why I read it. All right, so don't forget to celebrate your wins, right? Or celebrate in general, because that energy of celebration is like abundance. It's going to bring you more of what you want to attract versus more bullshit, right? With that Pandora stuff. Out of limitations comes creativity. It's all perspective, and look on the bright side. Live each day with grace and authenticity. Start each day with a grateful heart. Make it the best day ever. And then we have collect beautiful moments. Choose to see the good. Adventure is worthwhile. Sometimes you have to take chances. Be brave with your life. Have a good one.